Hello and welcome. You're watching Ask Profit on NDTV Profit, and I'm your host Himakshi Bahogana. Along the next half an hour, we'll be taking up all your stock-related queries. So don't forget to call us or WhatsApp us. The numbers are there, flashing on your screens right now, viewers. And on the show, I'm being joined by Mr. G. Chokalingam, founder and MD Economics Research on the fundamentals, and Vishnu Kant Upadhyay, AVP Research and Advisory, Master Capital Services on the technicals. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Yes, good evening. Now let's get started with the first query on the show. First up, we have Chaya's query, who hails from Bengaluru. She holds 100 shares of IOB and she's bought it at 65 rupee a piece. So she's asking whether she should hold or sell the counter. Firstly, I'd like to come to you, Mr. Chokalingam. Talking about the financials of this company, fundamentals of this company, how are you viewing it? Are you positive?
Yeah, this IOB being a public sector bank, along with all other banks, most PSU banks have brought down their net NPA substantially, and their CASA deposit also remain quite stable. So, and in the latest fortnight also, the credit growth has again picked up to double digit. So, considering all that, I would suggest hold on IOB. In fact, if it declines further, one can even buy. I'm pretty confident that in next 1 year, it can give a decent return.
And Mr. Vishnu, coming to you, talking about the technicals of IOB. So what are the charts suggesting?
Well, we can clearly see on a graph that prices moved above its 34-day exponential moving average, and now it's gearing up to reach towards a 200-day exponential moving average, which aligns around 43. So we are quite confident that prices are now all set to reach that level.
Understood. Thank you so much for that. Now we are being joined by our first caller on the show from Noida. Hi Amol, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Yes, how can I help you today?
I'm holding 100 shares of Indian Hotel.
Okay.
And I want to know the short-term view on this. And I just want to know, can it break this resistance level of 812?
Okay. And for how long in the short term are you planning to hold it?
Short term, yeah. Maybe 1 or 2 months. Yeah.
Huh?
1 or 2 months.
Okay, so a trading perspective probably on Indian hotels. Right. So Vishnu, coming to you, how are you viewing it? Are you seeing, anticipating any sort of bounce back there?
Yeah, definitely it is trading in a symmetrical triangle, and recently we have seen prices, toppling from touching its upper range value, but still share is, comfortably trading it above its all key moving averages, that is 50 and 200 the exponential moving average. So I will suggest him to buy that stock with, keeping the stop loss below 768. In a short term, I'm expecting prices to reach towards 840.
Understood. Thank you so much for that. Now let's go across to a caller joining us from Bengaluru. Hi Tirumurthy. Good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Yeah. Please go ahead with the query.
Actually, I'm a great fan of Mr. Chokalingam. I would say that he is a great genius in the stock market. His intuitive knowledge and skill really need to be appreciated. Okay. Actually, I have purchased the Nesco 500 share at the price of 877, which had rallied almost to 1,400 rupees.
Yes.
So whether I can continue or not.
Okay, so Nesco is the counter. Mr. Chokalingam, he, Mr. Tirumurthy holds 500 shares of Nesco and he bought it at 877 and has made some, significant profits there. And let me just, put it straight away that there's not even a single time that when you're there on our show with us and there's no caller appreciating or just telling or expressing their views about you that, they are your fans and they really look up to you and your advices. So, I'd like to congratulate you also on that front, but also catering to the query. So what's your suggestion to Mr. Tirumurthy?
Yeah, first of all, thank you. I thank him so much for his kind words. And more than that, I thank NDTV Profit channel for allowing viewers to appreciate people like us. It's really so kind of you. Very rare to see. Thank you very much. And Nesco, yes, we have a coverage of 37 stocks under economics, and Nesco is the the most high conviction stock in our coverage. I believe that it is a next generation stock. And I believe that in the short term, it can reach 1650. But in the long term, say next 1 to 3 years, it can even give more than 50% to even 100% return. It's purely based on fundamentals, nothing on perception or speculation, because it is tripling the capacity in Mumbai, and it has got 3 highway infra projects and strong balance sheet, lot of cash, excellent management. And so I have been talking about this stock for last 5 years as a next generation stock, but only now it has started playing out. I believe, I may be wrong, I believe this is the only beginning of a big play out from strong, fundamentally sound Nesco. And most importantly, we have invested personally after recommending to our clients, myself, my family members, and economics also invested in Nesco.
Okay. So Mr. Chokalingam is pretty optimistic on Nesco. But, Vishnu, coming to you for somebody who wants to take fresh positions, since, our experts are so bullish on the counter. So do you suggest that the current levels are okay levels to enter? Probably they should wait for some time.
See, after giving a sharp up move, from 1330, so prices has, given up move of around 10 or 12%. So I believe there should be some correctional fall in the market. So he or she should wait for a downfall of around 1390. If prices comes close to that level, definitely there would be a very great opportunity to accumulate the stock with keeping a stop loss below 1320. I am expecting this share should reach towards 1520 in days to come.
Okay, so 1390 levels, are some levels that you should be eyeing for Nesco. With that, we have a caller joining us from Tirupati. Hi, Venkat. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, ma'am.
Yes, how can I help you today on the show?
Yes, ma'am. I have 1 lakh corpus.
Okay.
So I have selected 2 stocks. I want the stock selection from the analyst. So one is Jubilant Foodworks, and the other one is R Systems. Which one I
Jubilant Foodworks and R Systems are 2 counters that you would like to invest in. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you are a long-term investor?
Yeah, I am a long-term investor for 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
So I need a stock selection.
Okay. So
which one is better?
Absolutely. Mr. Chokalingam, you heard him. He has a corpus of 1 lakh rupees, and Jubilant Foodworks and R Systems are the 2 counters that he has narrowed down on. So according to you, which one should he be picking?
Yeah, Jubilant Foodworks he can, but of course, personally, I am not a big supporter of this stock purely based on the fundamental. But then, considering the business profile and also his interest to hold for very long term, there is a still opportunity for the stock, even though the P is highly stretched. But in the 1 to 2 years, it can give some return. So I would prefer this Jubilant Foodworks.
Jubilant Foodworks. And Vishnu, I'd also like to take your view on it. R Systems and Jubilant Foodworks, which one you will be picking?
See, in today's trading session, we have seen Jubilant Foodwork, given a up move of around 4.63%, but still prices are trading below its 200-day exponential moving average. So I would say if you want to take a position in Jubilant Foodwork, you just wait to prices, cross above a 658. In that case, prices will have an opportunity to reach towards 714. While talking about our system,
yes, Mr. Vishnu. Continue.
Yes, while talking about our system is still trading below its a critical horizontal resistance. So I would say stay away from this counter as long as prices are trading below 520.
Understood. Thank you so much for that. Now let's go across to a caller joining us from Bengaluru on the phone line. Hi, Prasad. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, how can I help you today?
It's about Tilak Nagar Industries.
Okay.
I have some shares, around 70 shares, but
Understood.
right now I'm not in any profit. It's for the long term, but I'd like to know what does the chart say?
Okay, and you are planning to hold this for long term, am I correct?
Yeah, sure.
And have you recently purchased
if
it?
there is any buying opportunity, I may add some.
Okay, understood. And you've recently bought it, right?
Yeah, a month ago.
Yeah, okay. So, Mr. Chokalingam, Tilak Nagar Industries is the counter that Prasad wants to invest in for a longer period of time. And also, is there any buying opportunity, in the future as well, because he wants to accumulate more? So, talking about the fundamentals of the company, how are you viewing it holistically?
Yeah, there are a couple of facts about this. Let us not forget the fact that in the last 5-6 years, it has become a phenomenal multi-bagger already. It used to be in double digit. And of course, that should not be the reason to take a call. One has to see the current fundamentals. And that is where if you see the stock is trading at a trailing P of around 33. And generally, liquor companies, one can even value in terms of, the enterprise value to the sales. There also the stock is trading at around 5 to 6 times. So slightly stretched. So I would say that if there is any, correction, 5 to 10%, then one can consider this liquor company for medium to long term.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Now we are being joined by Sri Ram on the phone line from Nanded. Hi, Sri Ram. Good evening. Sri Ram, are you there on the phone line with us? I think we've lost the line there, but we have Sri Ram's query. He's holding 462 shares of Ashok Leyland and he has bought it at 9 rupee a piece and has made some significant profits of 56,000 there because the number of shares are less because the stock has rallied significantly. Coming to you, Mr. Chokalingam, should he stay put with this investment of his or should he be partially booking his profits at this point?
Long-term investors can hold, in terms of PE valuation, it is around 24, which is quite reasonable for a well-established, with a great track record company like Ashok Leyland. Though the commercial vehicle sales are not able to grow in double digit, I think, within 6 months to 12 months, that can also pick up the growth. So therefore, it's a good to hold for long term.
Okay, understood. And what's your view, Vishnu, on the same? What are the charts suggesting?
So charts definitely suggesting a very bullish rally in the prices, and I'm expecting prices are all set for 140, 145 in days to come. Although it has given a very extended move, so I would say if he's planning to buy or average the stock, so let the prices come down close to 127, and in that case he should maintain a stop loss below 124. While having said that, on the higher side, prices are now all set for 140, 145.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. And before I head to another WhatsApp query, Mr. Chokalingam, I'd like to address the current, geopolitical scenario that has been, that is being happening. And so amid these times, what are your golden 3 picks for somebody, who wants to start fresh with their investments?
Yeah. So, it depends upon the risk profile. If they are conservative investors, they should have a mix of both large cap and small and mid cap. Of course, I have been always focusing on the value stock in the small and mid cap space. So, for conservative investors, stocks like M&M, SBI, L&T. These are the 3 large cap stocks I believe, basically they focus on the domestic demand driven forces and they should do very well, should least affected by US tariff. Those who can take a little risk, I would recommend, 3 small and mid cap stocks. The first one is East India Hotel. I believe it has got a huge potential, one of the cheapest hotel stock, and Reliance and ITC Group have more than 30% stake. So I expect re-rating of the valuation multiple. And second one, PNB Housing. I believe the market has become a jittery for exit of the CEO, but for this kind of size and the backing of PNB and also backing of huge number of institutional investors, it shouldn't be a problem for finding a suitable CEO for this company. And third, KCP Limited. It's a phenomenal deep value stocks, and the kind of intrinsic value of the stock is many times the current enterprise value. So these are the 3 small and mid cap stocks suitable for risk taking investors for the long term. Among all these, we have personally invested only in KCP Limited.
Okay. Thank you so much for that, Mr. Chokalingam. I'm sure our viewers, will be very happy to know this. And also, Vishnu, coming to you for short term, what are your quick top 3 picks there?
So my first pick will be from a pharma sector, that is a Zydus Life Science. So I would suggest to buy this stock at a current market rate, and targets will be 1100, 1130, and the stop loss will be 975. Second pick will be from a real estate sector, that is a Godrej property. You can buy this stock at a current market rate. Stop loss should be placed below 1940, and targets will be 2180, 2220. Moving ahead, the third pick will be Sharda Crop Chemical, and I suggest this share to buy at a current market rate, that is a 978. Stop loss should be placed below 920, while targets will be 1060, 1080.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Now let's quickly go across to Ashish joining us on the phone line from New Delhi. Hi Ashish, good evening.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, how can I help you today on the show?
So my question is with Mr. Chokalingam.
Okay.
I'm holding 632 shares of ITC Hotel
Yeah.
at 237 average price.
Okay.
And I'm sitting at some 3,000 rupees profit. What I'm trying to understand is it looks a bit overvalued, but because it's hotel industry, so overvalued stocks are already there, like Indian Hotels. So what should I be doing? Like, should I expand my investment there, like bring it to something more, or should I just go and look for some other stocks in the same hotel industry, like Indian Hotels or EIH Hotels, as he was just saying?
Okay. So, Mr. Chokalingam, you've heard Ashish, he has invested in ITC. So, is it advisable that he should stay, invested with this particular company only, or should he be switching his positions from ITC to probably an Indian Hotels or EIH Hotels?
Yeah, he's absolutely right. ITC Hotel is stretched in terms of valuation. However, in the long term, ITC Hotel can give absolute return without any doubt, though valuation is stretched. The hotel has this hotel has got a lot of cash backing of ITC, and it has repeatedly mentioned that they would try to grow through organic and inorganic route. However, personally, based on our own research, work, I prefer East India Hotel. We have compared the P ratio as well as enterprise value to EBITDA of East India Hotel Limited with ITC Hotel, Indian Hotel, and also newly listed Bangalore-based hotel company. Among all these four, East India Hotel is the cheapest, and the kind of expansion East India Hotel has planned, if somebody goes through the latest annual report, it's really mind-boggling. Enormous. It's a long list of expansion, not only in India, even outside India. So that gives me, along with the shareholding pattern, tremendous confidence among these four stocks. So I believe, I may be wrong absolutely, I believe East India Hotel is the most attractive hotel stock in this country.
Okay, thank you so much for that view. Now we're being joined by Ramakrishna from Telangana on the phone line. Hi, Mr. Ramakrishna.
Ma'am, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Ma'am, today I invested 250 shares, BSC Limited shares, madam, 2288.10, madam.
Okay.
6 months purpose, which profit I want to, which time I exited, ma'am.
Understood. Are you a long-term investor or a short-term investor?
A shorter, ma'am, 6 months purpose, ma'am.
6 months purpose. All right. Vishnu, coming straight to you. BSE is the counter. So what should Mr. Ramakrishna be doing with this? Should he stay put with it?
Definitely, structure is not looking quite good. Recently, prices has crossed through its a crucial support area, that is 2360, and now it's all set to move further down towards 2100. So I would say meanwhile you maintain a stop loss below 2200, and if you find any level close to 2420, get exit from the market.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Now let's go across to Shankar on the phone line from Chennai. Hi, Shankar. Good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, please go ahead with the query.
Yeah, definitely. Mr. Chokalingam, sir, good evening.
Yes, please go ahead with the query, Shankar. He's listening to you.
Okay. 6 months back, I asked Mr. Chokalingam, sir, to recommend long-term multi-bagger stocks. In that column, he recommends Shalby and Nesco. I bought Nesco at the rate of 950. 105 shares still I hold.
Yeah.
And the Shalby 500 shares at the rate of 206.
Okay.
I still hold. I am ready to wait for another 5 years also.
Yeah.
Just I want to know what price I expect or exit at the rate.
Okay. Understood. Mr. Chokalingam, since you were optimistic about Shalby, he bought it on the basis of your recommendation there earlier. So, what should he be doing, and what are the levels that probably, this counter could be reaching in, let's say, a matter of 1 year?
Yeah. So mine is only research service. So they should, take their own view before investing, and also our investment advisor's suggestion. It's a mandatory for me to clarify this. Now, yes, both shall be Nesco. We have a buy recommendation. Nesco I already covered. Shall be. It's a phenomenal hotel stock. It is far below its IPO price. 6 years back, it came out with IPO around 250, far below. That should not be the only reason to recommend. Very interestingly, it has got a very high intrinsic value. The enterprise value per occupied bed is a little less than 2 crore. There are many hospital stocks. They are trading at enterprise value to per bed in the range of 3 to even 8 crore per bed. And secondly, it has gone for very aggressive acquisition of a couple of new companies, hospital companies, and they are making some losses, but I'm pretty confident that Shalby would be able to turn around them. So short to medium term target price is around 246 for Shalby. But it is quite possible for Shalby to become a multi-bagger in 2-3 years, because they have got numerous acquisition and lot of expansion, and the management is also confident of improving the occupancy of the bed. So if all this play out as I am expecting, this can become even a doubler in 3-4 times. But of course that comes with a risk. But conservative target price is around 246, 250 in the short to medium term for Shalby.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Now let's go across to Mohammed, who is joining us on the phone line from Bellary. Hi Mohammed, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, Mohammed. Yes, please go ahead with your query.
Madam, I have TCS stocks at 2000 at the rate of 3,389.
Yeah.
But now what I'm do, sir?
Okay.
And holding there.
Yeah.
I have used short-term view.
Short-term view. Okay,
Vishnu.
Yes.
Targets.
Yes. Mohammed, Vishnu Mohammed is holding 2,000 shares of TCS and is sitting on a significant loss of almost 5 lakh rupees. So, what would your advice be?
So I would say if you are sitting in a loss, so this is a time to averaging in the stock, because prices are currently trading very close to its a 5-year average, and there could be some boost to the entire IIT pack from the potential interest rate come from the US Federal Reserve. So I would say it's a very good rate to get averaging in your holding. So on the higher side, I'm expecting prices are looking to reach towards 3,500, while on the lower side you have to put a stop loss below 3,000.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Now let's quickly go across to Ram Chandra, who's joining us on the phone line from Hyderabad. Hi Ram Chandra, good evening.
Good evening, madam.
Yes, please go ahead with the query.
My query regarding Marine Electricals.
Okay.
I bought 6,000 shares at the rate of 200 rupees.
Yeah.
May I know the technicals of this?
Understood. Vishnu, Marine Electrical is the counter, and he's holding 600 shares and also sitting on a significant loss of 17,000 there. So are you seeing any sort of positive, bounce back on the charts?
A chart is not loading. In fact, I'm not able to find this stock.
It's okay. If Mr. Chokalingam, you could answer this particular query.
Yeah. So I just looked at it. It's unfortunately, it may go down, or it may remain static for quite long, because trading at a PE of 55 times on trailing earning, the valuation is extremely stretched even after the loss. So I would suggest just a hold for a very long term, hoping that it recovers some of the losses.
Okay, and Vishnu, coming back to you, are you able to find the counter on your charts? Do you have any view
definitely.
there?
So basically, Marine Electrical, technically it is trading below its all key moving averages. So technically structure is not a very good. So I would say, fundamentally, if looking good, then you can consider the stock, but technically prices need to move above 196 to boost a technical buying in the stock. So my view technically is, definitely not going with, fundamental view.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. Now let's quickly go across to Mr. Murli, who's joining us on the phone line from Bengaluru. Hi, Mr. Murli. Quickly, please go ahead with your query.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening. I'll quickly go through. I bought 1,500 shares.
Yeah.
Of SP Apparels.
Okay.
I bought it on the premise that US, it is only exporting 5 to 10% to US.
Yes,
Rest
Mr. Murli.
From other rest as well, including UK.
Yeah.
And it has a decent result in the last 5 years. And even the quarterly result was better than Q2Q, it was better. I'm willing to wait for long term. Considering the other 2 expansions are coming in place.
Yeah.
And UK
Yes,
is also improving.
Yes.
What shall I do?
Okay. Mr. Chokalingam, quickly coming to you, SP Apparels as a counter. So what would your suggestion be to Mr. Murli?
No, it's a great management, no doubt, but definitely, it's a sell at this point because valuation is stretched, and what US has proposed is a really, really very big negative for most apparel companies. So I would give a sell call on the stock.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. And I'm afraid with that, we are running short of time on this edition of Ask Profit. But thank you so much, Mr. Chokalingam and Mr. Vishnu, for being there with us on the show. And Mr. Vishnu, you've joined us for the first time. So thank you so much for being there with us. And with that, viewers, it's a wrap on this edition of Ask Profit. But please don't go anywhere, as we have a lot of action lined up ahead for you all on the other side of the break.
Other opposition parties. They argue, I conclude. They deflect, I drill down. This isn't a free-for-all. It's a reckoning. No filler, no fog. Only the facts and where they lead. Every night at 9, the case closes because the buck stops here.
Tech has changed. So should your tech show.
They're the force behind some of India's most respected business empires.